Good evening, Robert Perry, Portsmouth, Rhode Island. I'm a write-in candidate against Jack Reed in the 2014 November 4th general election. I want to replace Jack Reed in Washington, D.C. as the U.S. Senate representative from the state of Rhode Island in the Senate. Okay, Jack Reed, I think, and the entire Senate has done a horrible job. I have 60 or so videos you can look back as to what my opinions are about a lot of different things. Right now, what we have to talk about is, it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel for me, his commercial, Mr. Reed's commercial, Senator Reed's commercial. He talks about raising the minimum wage, but he does not mention how much. We need 15. They're talking $7.75. What are they talking about? It's a joke. He's a joke. He's a neo-liberal, fake liberal. He talks about helping people be able to afford college. We're talking about a 0.75% APR, annual percentage rate interest rate on student loans. Jack Reed's talking about 6.75. A joke. Jack Reed is a joke. He's talking to you out of both sides of his mouth. One side says, I will do what the big banksters want. The other side says, but I'm going to trick all of the voters of Rhode Island into thinking that I am a liberal. But I'm one of them. He's not. Okay. I'll keep going. His commercials are ridiculous. Everything he says is an outright fabrication. He talks about things that he has no intention of doing. Particularly, I wanted to mention today, since he was involved in the military. I'll make this quick. He talks about defending the country. The Pentagon came out today, again, I think this is the 4th year in a row, saying that the number one threat to world stability, to defending our country, the number one threat that we need to defend against are disruptions in our society worldwide because of climate change. Now, I know that's a tough word for a lot of people on the Republican side. That means that no matter what happens, because we're spewing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, whatever changes it causes that makes people die and causes wars and people to fight over water, that's all included in climate change. Don't come at us with a bunch of words, you idiot bunch of teabag Republicans. We don't want to hear it. Now, I'm in Rhode Island. I don't have to worry about the teabag Republicans. They're pretty much not important here. And if they come out and they become important, that's okay. I've got the rest of my life, guys, and I will never let you forget that you were treasonous. That for the 6 years, the first 6 years of Obama's presidency, you have tried to bring this country down. That's treason. You went to the Senate and to the House and you tried to destroy the country. We will never forgive the Republican Party for the treason that it has brought down upon our heads for these last 6 years. Let's talk about this year, 2014. We all got a voter information handbook, 2014. Okay? You see now, I won't forget, November 4th, 2014. Now, to be a write-in candidate, you have to write in the name of the candidate in an empty slot next to the slot where the name of the candidate you want to beat is. Now, I'm going to put it up, a piece of paper that shows you how to replace Jack Reed's name with my name. But when I do it, I'm not going to today. When I do it, it is to instruct 75 young Rhode Islanders to do that for themselves. Because more important than maintaining our democratic control of the state, which we will and we always have, is that we replace the entire General Assembly and hopefully the Senate, or not all of the Senate, but most of the Senate. We need to replace the entire General Assembly. There are 75 jobs open. Go to your towns. Go to the towns next to your towns. Find out what district you're in. It's easy. It's in this little handbook that came in the mail. Now, there's work involved. Nobody's going to get this for nothing. You have to go to the local board of canvassers. There's also a list of that in the back of the paper that came in the mail. You make them show you. Make them show you how to fill in a write-in candidacy for General Assembly. Then you make a business card instructing how to do it. A business card. That's all you need. With your picture on it, a list of what I think are the important things, and I think they're winners. I think you should follow my lead on this, and pass it out. You'll need several thousand, because you need several thousand to win each General Assembly seat, but that's only a couple of thousand. That's not a billion. You can do it in the next 2 weeks, and you have to. These are the 2 weeks that matter. We need your picture, we need your name, and we need instructions on each business card to tell people how to fill in a write-in candidacy for the General Assembly. This is a new thing. The Democrats used to control the whole system. We're going to take control. You have to learn from your local board of canvassers, okay? Everybody has one. It's listed in this. This came in the mail. This is your 2014 voters guide. Here, let me make it a little easier. Okay. This is the 2014 voter information handbook. Everybody's got one in the mail. If you don't, it's really easy to get. Go to the friggin' town hall and insist that you get it. And insist that someone there tell you exactly how it is that the people that want to vote for you can write your name in as a General Assembly candidate and erase, not erase, but write a line pointing to your name and thereby getting rid of the old General Assembly candidate. The reason I'm telling you this is because they just stole $75 million from you last year. Not 10 years ago. It might as well have been yesterday. They just stole the money. We want it back. Everybody was in the General Assembly. The friggin' Attorney General was in the General Assembly. The Secretary of State, who I would have had to go to put my name on this ballot, which I wouldn't do, so I wouldn't talk to the man. He helped them by ignoring a very important idea, which is who were the lobbyists that went into the General Assembly to ask for the money. He forgot to register the lobbyists. Don't listen to the whole story. Listen to this part of the story. You need a job. There are 75 jobs available. They're great jobs because you get to show the state that you are a person of good character. You get to show the state your general ability to show up for a job and to do it. And what I'm going to do, that Jack Reed never did, when I take over his job as Senate, is I'm going to work full friggin' time. He doesn't know any of the things that need to be known to be senator. He has no idea about the basic science of genetic modification. He has no concept of how much we're building up carbon dioxide in the atmosphere and how fast it's happening, and how if we don't fix it, the last people to live in a nursing home will be his age. Jack, you'll have your last day in the nursing home and the rest of us are dead. And I'm tired of it. So I want to go to the Senate because the first thing, the most important thing, is that we stop putting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. It's killing us. Of course, on the way there, we will put a camera on every single cop. We will legalize marijuana. We will make it legal to have a Fourth Amendment, privacy, so that we can talk about these things and plan our revolution. That's what it's called. It's an electoral revolution. If we don't do it in 2 weeks, we will do it in 2 years. You people are history. We don't need money to elect people. All we need is words. These are words. You hear them? Words. Maybe not this time. It'll be next time. I want it this time. Robert Scott Perry to replace Jack Reed. You send me there, I guarantee your First, Second, Third, and Fourth Amendments. Guaranteed. Or they'll kill me. I will protect the First, Second, Third, and Fourth Amendment or they will put me to death. It's as simple as that. Because I will not let those go. And yes, that leaves big questions about the Second Amendment and the way I generally feel about it. But that's not the point. You protect the Constitution. It matters more than we can even discuss. It's deeper than we can even talk about in a quick conversation. I'll talk to anybody about it that wants to talk about it. But we need to respect the Constitution and the general rights that it gives us, particularly free speech, the ability to protect ourselves, the ability to have privacy, the ability to have a fair trial. These are the most important things, and we will protect them. Excuse me, I will protect them. Robert Scott Perry to replace Jack Reed in the U.S. Senate. You send me there, and I will protect